Allah is gone, but never forgotten. He will always be the light of our lives. And we will live his legacy every day.
Planned time for entry was to ensure the maximum number of worshippers would be present. He further stated the attacks were motivated by his ideological beliefs, and he intended to instill fear into those he described as invaders, including the Muslim population or more generally non-European immigrants. He also admitted that he'd taken planning steps towards attacking other mosques in New Zealand before deciding on Christchurch. These comments echo his manifesto, in which the defendant wrote that he was carrying out the attacks, which he again referred to as terrorist attacks, quote, to directly reduce immigration rates to European lands by intimidating and physically removing the invaders themselves, unquote. And his intention was, quote, to create an atmosphere of fear and change. He obtained a large amount of information about mosques in New Zealand. The information he obtained from the internet included detailed mosque plans, interior pictures of the mosques, mosque locations, and specific details such as prayer times and important days in the Islamic calendar to ascertain when the mosques would be at their busiest. Planned time for entry was to ensure the maximum number of worshippers would be present. On the morning of Friday 15 March 2019, the defendant left his address in Dunedin and drove north to Christchurch. In the vehicle were firearms, a large amount of ammunition preloaded into magazines, and 4 modified petrol containers intended for use as incendiary devices.
I can't forgive you. You gave yourself the authority to take the souls of 51 innocent people. Their only crime in your eyes is being Muslims. Allah is gone, but never forgotten. He will always be the light of our lives. And we will live his legacy every day.
I was shot 9 times. The trauma will live with me forever. The images, smell and sound of the mosque on that day haunt me. I do not foresee a future where I will be without pain.
My 71-year-old dad would have broke you in half if you challenged him to a fight. But you are weak. A sheep with a wolf's jacket on for only 10 minutes of your whole life. I'm strong. and you made me even stronger. Allahu Akbar.
I want you not to let this man see the sun.
Today you are called terrorist, and you prove that to the world that I was not, and us as a Muslim were not terrorists.
You put bullets into my husband and he fought death. 48 days, 18 surgeries, until his last breath. His status then was uplifted to martyr from hero, and for me, from wife to the martyr's widow.
And I wish more than anything in the world that I could have been there to hold his hand and tell him that it would all be okay. But I couldn't do that.
Whatever gave the offender the right to take Tarek's life away from me forever, this monster had no right to take my son from me.
How my beloved Atta felt at the moment of the attack. How he faced the shooter with his chest, armed only with his courage.
On each of the 51 charges of murder, charges 1 to 51, you were sentenced to life imprisonment. I order that you serve the sentences without parole. Your actions were inhuman.